And we have no topic. You notice this, Bill?
I don't know. Well, as it shiz, what do you expect a topic? Come on.
Hell
Body art
no.
might be a topic.
That's kind of the fun thing about this. It free
Yeah.
flows. We have no idea where we're going, but they're giving us beautiful, beautiful content. Look at that. Uh,
Body art graffiti, is that a topic of discussion? I don't know if that would count. Just being as an expert on
Yeah, body art graffiti. Sure.
we can go there.
Yeah, do it. You got markers?
Is that 224? What's the highway?
20 at 222 or 224. Yeah,
Okay.
I'm not done yet, Mom. But you going to keep looking around? You got more time. Oh, you're all pink.
Well, this is it, guys. Episode whatever, maybe 4 of the shizcast today. Plookster and only a Mr. Bill. What's going on, guys?
What's
Hey,
happening?
how's it going?
Turn this camera thing around here. What's going on, guys?
Not a whole lot.
Four is after 3, and then 5 is after 4. Just so you know.
Well, I can only count up to 12, like Antifa.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. That's
11.
That's 12.
You mean 11?
Oh yeah, I can only count up to 11 apparently. My name is Shiz Tifa, just like Bill Tifa's character. Man, that Bill Tifa character is hilarious, buddy.
Hey, this is not no, I don't know who you're talking about. This is Mr. Bill, not Bill Tifa. Bill Tifa is the guy that kind of has a black mask and black hood.
Where's the sunglasses?
Oh, yeah, the sunglasses. He hasn't bought his umbrella yet. You know, he needs to get one of those black umbrellas or one of those middle finger umbrellas.
A tactical umbrella, yeah.
I was mentioning I'd give you the umbrella out of my drink.
Yeah, they probably could use some of those. That would stick to somebody's eye or nose or something like that. And that's
You can shoot them like a dart right into the ceiling of the bar. They're amazing.
Yeah.
Do you do that?
Signal a little bit better out here. Closer to the highway, it should be a little bit better signal, but I don't see the tower.
Venture Highway in the
Sure,
sunshine.
Look at that. So, Shiz, I think a good thing to talk about, since Bill's from the great Pacific Northwest here too, is that you tell us to leave, to move, but Bill, this is beautiful area. Shiz is familiar with the 16 square foot block area of downtown Portland.
All right. Look, you're probably right. I don't know all about Washington, Oregon, but I've heard that they're beautiful states.
What was
They really are.
Was it Shiz that was making fun of all of Oregon the other day or something like that when somebody was getting annoyed by him saying, all you Oregonians, you don't stop those crazy Portland Antifa people. There's a few Oregonians that are willing to kind of stand up to that kind of stuff. Like I said, very few, but up the entire state of Oregon.
Yeah, a couple of them got beat up in the streets the other day.
Yeah.
Yeah, and guess what? The people are gonna get arrested for standing up for them, and the actual Antifa will never get arrested. So the justice system is not standing up for you.
I hope that's not true.
Well, what about
that'll be borne out as to what we see happens, because we all saw what happened it was recorded.
You're talking about the ninja situation?
I totally am, absolutely.
All right, so exactly. Now, have there been any arrests made on that?
Not that I've seen. I haven't checked as of this early afternoon that we're.
I haven't heard anything either yet.
I'm making my way to a site that I would think would probably have that info if
making my way downtown.
Multnomah County. We'll probably have it at Multnomah County.
Well,
information.
They're basically aiming guns at people, forcing them out of their car, and it's totally okay because the cops obviously don't care.
Oh man, listen, we were kind of talking in chat last night, and this tweet that I'm looking at is going right where we were talking about last night, that if the cops don't stop this, This is the atmosphere that Jay Danielson lost his life in. It's building to that frenzy.
Yeah, well, I mean, if you were at Salem about a month ago when there was 200 Antifa people ready for 20 or 30 Patriot type people to show up and have a picnic, gives you an idea how much violent some of these guys want to be, you know? It's ridiculous.
Well, everyone knows a lot of these Antifa don't give a fuck about any type of movement. They're just anarchists that want to do crime.
Yeah. And some of the guys around here, they say there's only like 35 or 40, you know, the violent type ones. The rest of them could just kind of follow the mob, you know. Your buddy's doing it, so it must be a cool thing to do. So let's go get dressed in black and go out there and say Nazi all the time.
And try to get laid?
Possibly.
By Rosa?
I'm not sure.
I think that the limited social interactivities available, you know, is making that whole ants a thing.
Exactly. I just went to a restaurant here, one of the only restaurants around that you can actually go in there and not have to worry about wearing a mask or, you know, having to 25% capacity or whatever it is in Clackamas County. It's ridiculous. It's nice to be able to not have to wear this thing out there. Wearing it here at the garden center because they nicely asked, you know, if you can wear it, you know, then wear it. So if they said they forced me to wear it, then I wouldn't be here.
Yeah, and how many people are within how far of you right now, Bill?
Closest probably about 40 or 50 feet away. So what's the point in wearing a mask?
So you're pretty damn safe, right? You are outside.
Yeah. I mean, if an employee comes over and asks me to put it on, it might be nice if they buy it and comply, but it's a private business, you know, but that's about the only reason I would do it.
Shiz, if we could ever get you out here to this area of the world, we could show you some things that are beautiful. Let's take him to Willamette Falls.
Oh, yeah, he'd like that. In fact, I might stop by there on the way back. I'll send you some pictures.
All right, you guys got any hot springs up there?
Yes.
I'll go to that.
Yeah, there's a few. Yeah, you just like the hot tub.
Yeah, we'll do a hot spring stream, dude.
Springs.
Isn't Bagby Hot Springs is in Clackamas County, I think.
On the way the mountains out that way. I think it is somewhere out that way, yeah.
But you guys get it right. You want me to go straight to the heart of the commie headquarters.
We wouldn't take you downtown unless, you know, you wanted to see that shit. But we would show you the good stuff that, you know. Bill was showing a view of downtown Portland from Washington Park up at what's called the Rose Garden. And it's beautiful up there.
Yeah. I thought that was Pittock Mansion, but maybe it was right up the Rose Garden.
No, that wasn't the view from Pittock. Pittock is even better. It's, you know, another 400 feet up or so, and further to the north.
But yeah, Shiz likes the view of like Rosa, Black Block, and Ned wants to be up close and personal.
That's right. I see Portland in my dreams. I see Rosa on the street with a fucking mask chasing after me. Nazi! Nazi Chad!
Come on out, let's go find Mini Tifa and his wheels, you know who I'm talking about, right?
He's chasing after me.
Oh man, that guy's got a mouth on him. Can you...
He does, man.
What a nasty person.
Hey Bill, just so you know,
whatever it is, you slide there, like
you're breaking up a little bit again. Just so you know.
Okay.
I'm just saying that so we can make sure we get every part of your beautiful voice that we can. We don't want to miss a single thing.
I was using auto-tune there.
Bill, you rapper? Are you busting out the auto-tune on us?
You don't want to get that.
Ah, Mr. Bill.
How much is there? There's an app for that, right?
There probably is. I should use it.
Yeah, there definitely is something like that for it.
Hey, so did you see the there's a reveal on Ninja that was posted to YouTube,
Yeah.
and it's the first of supposedly a series saying, you know what, we're tired of, but here's the first of many, and they doxed Ninja, like right down to his fucking home address.
Yeah, I
But
saw
yeah,
a
yeah.
thread about that.
I think that's when he went to Planned Parenthood one time, and he actually stood next to me and Jake before Ninja got crazy and shook Jake's hand and gave him a hug. Yes, I used to have that on video, believe it or not.
Why the fuck did he
But
do that?
because he wanted to be able to film the Planned Parenthood Joey Gibson or BCP speech, so he had to sort of be on our side. We allowed him to be on our side, but
Oh, I remember that. Okay. He was the
and then
only Antifa or person on that side that showed up. It was,
yeah, there's
and
about 10 or 12 people kind of yelling at us behind the stage or whatever while we were sort of having prayers and things like that. It was so nice of
I
them to do
remember
that.
that.
But yeah, we allowed Ninja to walk over there and film as long as he was peaceful about it.
Well, and at that point, he was going through an internal commotion, trying to reconcile his father being a Vietnam vet and
Oh,
how
yeah.
that fit with being an American, and so I think we sympathized with him some, but the person he is today in May of 2021 is pretty ugly person. Look at that.
Milton is a dude who is confused, I think. I think he's brainwashed by Antifa. I think the dude needs to use his critical thinking skills and stop being a fucking sheep to the whatever movement that is paying. Is he even getting paid or what? I don't know anymore. Like, look at Baloo, his partner.
Knows?
His partner cut out quick. He's like, I'm done.
There's a reason for that, and
What, got
I might
pepperballed
be
in
able
the
to
nuts?
elaborate off air, but yeah, I'd rather not.
I thought he got
Yeah.
pepperballed in the vag. Like, that's why A-Rex quit.
No, no. Apparently, his neck got fucked up because he was being questioned on a weapons charge he's not allowed to carry, and if you remember the night before, he was
Filmed with it on his hip, yeah, a lot.
Yeah.
Well, hey, man. Sucks to suck. Play stupid games, right?
So, and now we see it looks like Ninja is no doubt
Facing weapons charges?
no, with a weapon at these things. I don't know if he is or he isn't.
And he's the exact type of untrained, emotional, brainwashed sheep that'll do something stupid. Yeah,
Scary.
exactly.
But you heard him screaming at people, "Stop the car! Stop the car!" What?
That's like
Get
a
out of the
militia.
road.
That's like a militia on the street, basically
It is
forcing
Yes.
people. Like, basically, what is that, like kidnapping or something? False imprisonment?
Carjacking.
Carjack. There you go. Carjacking. So you got gangs carjacking on the streets of Portland. Do you guys want me to go there? You insane?
No, we wouldn't take you. That's a long ways from the airport, and a long ways from where either Bill or I reside on either side of that part of the city or that city.
Hey, I love that flamingo. $89. Oh, that's a ripoff. I hate that
That's
flamingo.
a steal. Are you kidding me? I'm thinking that's way cheap. I'd pay $150 for that.
Up north, you could get that for $40.
Look how big it is. That's metal. That's not plastic.
Bro, we bought a metal chicken for our up north thing. They got warehouses filled with those up north.
You think that's like
Dude,
6 times taller than the
it's
chicken.
2 pieces of rebar and a couple pieces of sheet metal and pink spray paint.
It's a pink chicken.
Yes, it's like a pink chicken. Chicken isn't as tall, but I think it's fatter. The chicken one that I have.
That thing sticking out of my arborvitae, and people would go, "What the fuck is that? Look at that! Look, it's got a brother."
I see. That one even is cooler, I think. It's a little shorter, though. Is it shorter? Same price?
What the heck?
I
the
bet
small
you could
one?
make a deal on 2 of them. Bill, see if you can bundle those.
Oh, man, $10 off maybe. Yeah.
That's so
Who's your
funny.
favorite mayor guy? Like Ted Wheeler?
You know, I'm unfortunately Ted's been a little silent for my tastes here the last few days. I think he's had an opportunity to step up and reassure the people that live here that we're safe and that we don't have to worry about being fucking carjacked.
Well,
He's been silent.
I definitely... There's people getting carjacked over in Milwaukee, so I get you. I don't go around by Milwaukee, by where the carjackings are.
That it hasn't been a thing here. But now we're live streaming carjackings.
Armed carjackings. You guys remember that?
That went to the flag.
Go ahead.
There was a guy that went to the flag wave yesterday. Sorry, that's a patriot out there out in the Molalla area. He said he got carjacked out in this country rural area. If you're from Oregon, you know where Molalla is. Yeah. And he was like, "Hey, buddy, we do not do that kind of stuff out here. You want to do that? You go to Portland or Lake Oswego." And he kind of they threatened the guy to get out of his car, but he was about to kind of steal the guy's car. Like, what the heck are you doing? There's a truck in Molalla. You don't do that out there.
So
well, their Second Amendment rights.
Did he escape with his car or what?
Some sort. I think a Ford truck or something like that. So.
No, did he escape with the car?
No, he didn't. But the guy was in the store, and then when he came back out of the store, the guy was trying to break into his truck. Like, what the heck are you doing? Get away! I'm not sure if he called the cops or not. I'm pretty sure he kind of.
Do you think there's a place very close to there called Boring, and things aren't so boring in Boring, Oregon anymore?
It's up the road there. Yep, it's a beautiful, boring place up there. Even though they have a place called the Boring Bar.
It's not so boring, but they do have good hamburgers at the Boring Bar.
That's fun.
There's a place up north here called Slab City, and it's called that because they made concrete slabs. Just a bunch. It's just like a giant concrete slab, and it's called Slab City. And there's a funny bar there called the Morgue.
Cool. So they do like concrete caskets at the morgue, or what?
I guess something related to death and concrete slabs. That's why they call it the morgue. Maybe it's because there's a graveyard right there or something.
Nice. So what's the big drink to get at the graveyard?
The morgue? Let's see.
Morgue.
I don't know. Blood? Actual human blood? Because that place is a dump, dude. It's like a bunch of country biker dudes that can barely walk.
Listen, it's not a real dive unless it's got red shag carpet on the wall.
That's not the type of Wisconsin dive. Wisconsin dive is hardwood walls. Packing shit everywhere.
So you have to have 50 license plates. It's got to have 50 license plates for all 50 states. Those handboards are awesome.
Yeah, like Miller signs all over.
Miller, are those vegetable starts there? I need some more vegetables. I haven't got.
This guy, he's mixing full of money.
I haven't got any melons yet.
Greek oregano.
All right, I got that, and I got salad greens.
Swiss chard. There's some basil herbs for you.
Nice. Catnip.
What do we got over here? Front lines. Swiss chard. Yeah. Who wants another topic? We can talk about body art if you want to.
About
body art.
Oh, body art? No, let's talk about a different topic. All right. Let's go to look up at Twitter first. Let's go look at Andy No's Twitter.
I'll go for it. I already say this lately.
You want to know something about Twitter that I just think is so funny? That guy Shiloh1 on his Twitter still has his thing set. It says Twitch streamer on there, but his ass is permabanned. Will never be back on Twitch. All right, the latest post 1 hour ago. The city of Portland, under Ted Wheeler, has fostered extremely dangerous conditions where far-left protesters can shut down traffic at will and beat drivers. The roving armed security for these marches has been extremely violent. Last summer, one of them shot dead Aaron Danielson. So this is just what we were talking about.
Aaron J. Danielson, yeah. This is what exactly. Except a lot of these pictures, I believe this is the guy that was trying to help a transgendered person that was being confronted by the crowd, got out of his truck and was kicked in the head. And I believe that's what these pictures on Andy No are depicting here is the guy that was.
Well,
no,
it says he shot dead Aaron Danielson.
That's not a
conversation.
Oh.
Huh? Friends of mine.
That guy from 2 hours ago, 53-year-old Portland driver, remains hospitalized from 5 broken ribs, a dislocated shoulder, and a broken clavicle sustained when he was beaten by a crowd of armed BLM protesters who boxed him in on the road. After beating him, they stole his belongings.
That's going on. That's happening.
Yeah, there's an interview with this guy. It's 2 minutes long. Maybe I'll play that later. Damn, dude. So yeah, they're out there doing that. It's crazy. I hate it. You remember you were talking about who your favorite mayor was? Or governor, I mean?
What?
You guys talking about, Bill said who's your favorite governor or whatever? Didn't he say that? Mine's Caitlyn Jenner.
She's not been governor yet.
But she basically is. It's like Arnold Schwarzenegger all over again.
Yeah, just with a little higher voice.
Not that much higher, though. Oh, shit. I'm looking at some more fun stuff, chat. Yeah, part of the beauty of it is we don't have a lot of topics. But look, here we go. Brand new news article from right now. 4 dead after large fire and police shooting in Maryland. Alright, I didn't hear about this yet, so let's go. 4 people were killed and 1 person was injured Saturday morning after a large fire and a police shooting in Baltimore County, Maryland, authorities said. Residents called 911 at 6:40 a.m. to report a blaze and the presence of an armed man in a townhome community in a Woodlawn neighborhood. Officers and firefighters arrived and found a man armed with a handgun outside the burning homes. Wow, so this sounds like a act of arson. Police fatally shot him. The man's name was not released.
Just ended about 30 minutes ago, I think.
Well, if you are an arsonist who sets flame or are trying to set flame to a occupied residence, that's the same as opening fire from a machine gun into the home and can be met with lethal force.
I'll be back.
I don't know about it. Depends on your state laws and whatnot, but yeah, it would seem to be attempted murder.
Yeah, that's what it seemed to be to me. Did we just lose Mr. Bill?
Yeah, I think he said he was going to be right back.
Oh, good, excellent.
So I'm just seeing, just posted here a few minutes ago by the Portland police that a gunshot victim was dropped off at the hospital with critical injuries. Investigators are asking for help from the public to determine who's responsible.
That's because all the good cops left that city over a year ago.
some good friends just said, "Hey, here, this guy's been shot. See you later." Boom. And
Probably not even. They probably drove him up to the front door, like slumped his body out the door, and just drove away with the door still open.
they were trying to do the right thing. They got him to the hospital, right?
Yeah, after they shot him.
No, I think he was shot by somebody else, and they're like, but they didn't give any information that's gonna help the police find a perp.
So, if it was somebody that they didn't like a Proud Boy or something, they obviously would have given information, right?
You would think. I mean,
Because even though they say, I hate the cops, defund the police, anytime they get a chance to use the cops to try to fuck up a patriot, they do it every 100% of the time.
Ninja did it yesterday. You're not going anywhere till the cops get here.
Yeah, see what I'm saying? So...
What? What? Wait a minute.
The way their brains work is so fucked. They don't get it. They don't understand once the cops are gone, then there's no more there's no more truck. If there's no cops, there's no like Amazon or Walmart or fucking McDonald's, calls, because there's gonna be gangs running the shit. And you think a person wants to run a business and get shot and looted for shit? Hell no.
No, and that's what it's going to take for people maybe at that point to finally stand up and say, hey, this is my food store, and I'm going to stand here with these other 30 people that are among the customers here and do like Joey did up there at their Target and said, you're not going to fuck with this here.
Yeah. Or like the rooftop Koreans from the 80s.
You want to go back to, the LA riots?
Yeah.
Uncle Joe did say a shotgun off the porch should give people fair warning, right?
Hey, man, don't fuck with people. Don't fuck with people, and I don't know why these criminals and thugs gotta continually fuck with people who are just trying to live a good life. There's no reason for that.
Oh, people just want to live a decent life, and that's all people, I think. Everybody wants to have a decent life.
But then why are people in Antifa?
You brought it up earlier. You were talking about being brainwashed.
The calls came in around...
You generally don't see, a 40-year-old Antifa person. If you do, take a look at the pictures. They're not a well-adjusted adult.
Yeah, the only one lately that's jumping out at me is, that in Minnesota, that Asian reporter guy with the camera, and he was doing like the cha-cha slide and all that.
Yeah.
That's like the 40-year-old dude at the protest that I'm picturing. Let me do the cha-cha
and I'll throw
slide.
back. Okay, you know the 60-year-old guy in Seattle, right?
Probably. Which guy?
Malcontent.
Oh yeah.
That guy's like creepy because he like picks out little kids in the crowd and like. He came down here to Portland once, and it was all just cringe because he was trying to move in on Eric's and your little crushes down here in Portland. But they were smart enough to go, "What the hell are you doing down here? You're fucking creepy. Keep away from me, dude."
Arex did that?
Yeah.
That's hilarious. Wonder what the fuck Antifa Arex is up to. 1 hour. Twitter from an hour ago. My mom's coming to see my new place tomorrow. Just finished vacuuming the ceiling fans, and now moving on to scrubbing my bathroom with a toothbrush. Yikes. Okay, have fun with that.
all that for your deposit back?
Yeah, I wouldn't live at that chick's house even if it was for free. She probably has shitty internet anyways.
We have 5G here on like 2 towers.
Is that good? Is that better than LTE 4G?
5G?
Yeah.
No.
Oh, good. I don't have that where I'm at. Well, they're like closer to the big city in Milwaukee. Yes,
Problem is, I think they're late with 5G because it's going to be Starlink. You know, Elon's about to turn on his array
Starlink.
of satellites and say, "Who wants internet?"
Yeah, Starlink, but that's going to be for people out in the boonies who can't
No,
get
it'll be
internet.
for anybody, I think, right? I mean, it will hit people in the boonies.
Well, for sure, people who are in the cities, it's not for people who are clustered up because of the way the satellite works. It's for
All
people
right.
who are more spread out, and it's for those people to get up to 1 gigabyte up and down, which is really fast. I think it's wait, is it 100? No, maybe it's 100 ms up and down. But either way, it's really fast, but it's not like the fastest internet ever. It's pretty good though. It's like broadband. Your internet is probably faster than Starlink, straight up.
Yeah, well, I'm not real happy with my ISP, and I think they don't have to be very good because they're the only one I can get unless I go with like a satellite service. There's no competition for them, and I really hate that when you know
Who's your
allowed
shit,
to have-
Comcast?
Yeah.
Is that a monopoly out in your area?
Yeah, they're allowed to have a monopoly here by the county, but the technology is getting to a point where that physical cable into your house doesn't actually mean as much as it used to in the past.
So
But
get different internet. I mean, you could get direct satellite TV internet. Direct TV. Do they have internet? Or satellite internet?
sure, you can get satellite internet anywhere, but
Or Starlink.
Starlink, that company has not gone public yet.
No, are you gonna
I,
buy stocks in them when they do?
I would buy into Starlink, absolutely.
Hell yeah.
Absolutely. I think that's going to be huge. I mean, look at these people in, North Dakota, South Dakota, Alaska, Montana, Colorado, Wyoming.
All with the shit
Yeah,
net.
yeah, they're going to benefit from better than what they could get before. And easily, too. Starlink is, I don't think enough people know about it. We're probably 2 or 3 months away from you'll never not hear about it again. It's going to be everywhere. There'll be commercials as much as there's Geico commercials or Liberty Mutual Insurance commercials.
You think it's gonna be that big?
I think it's going to be huge. Yeah, I think it's bigger than Netflix. I think it's bigger than Amazon Prime Live or whatever. I think Comcast and Cox Cable and all these guys should be shaking in their boots because what else can he provide than just an internet uplink? What if he decides to start? Okay, I'm going to start broadcasting across Starlink, and here's tonight's news. Boom.
Yeah, but you gotta remember, dude, right now, Starlink is just not that fast, and it's not good for cities. Not a lot of people, I don't think, are gonna have it unless it's a special thing, because it's also probably gonna be more expensive for the speed, because they have to buy the special shit and then connect. But I'm telling you, it is good. It is gonna be really good and probably really big, but I don't think it's gonna knock these other companies off. I don't think they're shaking in their boots, because they still have the major metro areas, the major cities, all the, like you said, the city councils, they have all that shit on lock, all the monopolies on all the cities, all the laws on their side and shit. And Elon Musk is just doing this now, starting out with barely any help. So maybe one day it'll get big, but that's when they release more satellites, like another 1,000 satellites with better technology in it, and they can like do software updates on that shit, but the hardware is as good as it was, and then they're gonna have to reiterate and make better hardware and send it back up to make it faster in the future. So it's obviously gonna be a lot of work, but I might buy stocks in that too. That sounds like a good idea, but I'm just cautioning you to be a little bit wary, because you got to go look up about what Starlink is, how it works.
I understand, and I agree. These things are about the size of a football. I have done, research into what's going on, but I'll point to Elon's other company. Do you think that you say maybe Comcast isn't shaking in their boots, but is Ford and Chevy shaking in their boots over Tesla now? Are they still laughing 15 years later?
Not when Chevy or Tesla's about to release their truck and people are going to buy it.
Right? I don't think they're laughing at all. So, take Starlink and advance it, like you said, there's going to be new iterations that come down the line and updates and things.
You might be right.
I,
You might be right.
I'll get in.
I bet you Starlink isn't just about giving people on Earth the internet either. I think that's just a business move to make them money. And I think that they're probably going to use their satellites for all sorts of crazy advanced Elon Musk space related shit. Like connecting to the Mars Starship, all that shit.
I think it's an easy way to program the grid so you don't need that truck driver or that Uber driver or that delivery driver. You can accurately program a trip into the grid because there's so many of that. How many of those satellites are up there right now?
Oh, a lot.
Right?
Yeah, a whole
I
shitload.
don't know what the number is we're at now, but it's like an incredible amount. He's putting out like 60 at a time.
Yeah.
Boom, boom.
People are seeing these all over the
Yeah,
world, and they are
they're
reporting them
freaking
as
out.
UFOs.
They're freaking out. But it's Elon, man.
Yeah.
They're allowing him to put up this mesh of satellites in near Earth orbit. And, wow.
Elon Musk, I like Elon Musk. I think he's smart.
He's smart, and this is the guy that shot his roadster
Yeah, into
just
or
randomly into
into
space.
space. Yeah.
Just
No, it's in orbit around Mars. I think.
maybe.
I
I
think that's
think
where
we
we're supposed to
lost
go.
track of it.
Yeah, that's so crazy. He had
And
sent his roadster all the way up into space. What an insane
I
man.
watched it for as long as the batteries lasted. I would go to, there was the website, spaceguy.com or something like that. And you could see the guy sitting in the driver's seat listening to David Bowie, Life on Mars.
Yeah. No, wasn't it? He was listening to David Bowie, Rocket Man, in the car. I think. Either way, it was a good David Bowie song.
Yeah, it was.
Elon Musk, do you know he invented PayPal?
That's how he started all his money, and he sold that probably 15 years ago or more now.
Yeah, for a shitload of money, and then really started going off with his businesses. Him and his brother, I think, invented PayPal, and they were both co-owners. They sold it together.
Yeah.
His brother's just another rich guy.
And nobody knows anything
No,
about.
nope. I can't even remember his name right now.
So, did I ever tell you? I can tell you about. I had an encounter with a billionaire.
Oh, really?
Well, kind of several, but one that was like face to face, like Yeah, I used to. Did I ever tell you I used to go in on Trailblazers season tickets
No, I did not know
for
that.
yeah for about 12 or 13 years. I would go to a quarter to a third of the home games. The Trailblazers.
Wow, that's a lot of games in the NBA.
It is well, and you take 12 years times 12 games. Yeah, I've seen 150 games more than that because preseason, and I'd get extra tickets and postseason. And anyways, that's not the point. My season tickets, um, I sat 5 rows right behind Paul Allen in the old Memorial Coliseum. He sat in seat 15, row double A, and I was row G, seat 15.
Yep, they gave you the road G for a reason, Plookster. Move on.
And so it was right behind the basket on the home team side. And I remember there was one opening night was on Halloween night, and a bunch of people had dressed up. And I can't remember who we were opening against, but we were blowing them out. And a lot of people that are season ticket holders to at least the Trailblazers, when it gets to be a blowout, 2 minutes left, it's very fashionable to pack up your shit and say, "I'm out of here. I'm getting to my car early tonight."
Mm-hmm.
And um, to me, I always stayed to the bitter end. I didn't care if we were up or we were down. I stayed until that horn rang.
Yep.
And
That's what the Packers fans do.
so I waited till that horn rang that opening night, and we were blowing whoever out on Halloween. And to get to my car and go out the exit, I'd go down towards the floor and then turn right to go to the exit. And as I did that, I looked right to my left, and lock and step with me is Paul Allen. And I think Bill Gates was there with Melinda that opening night too, sitting on
Whoa.
courtside.
So
But
is Paul Allen
um,
is the owner of the Trailblazers?
yes, and co-founder of Microsoft with Bill
Oh.
Gates. I
Okay.
don't know. Yeah, it was the two of them that started Microsoft. And Paul Allen had just shaved his beard off for the first time ever, or in like 20 years, um, right before the game. And I kind of had this wispy Buck Williams thing going on because he was the man with the fade shade shit. And I looked over at Paul as we're walking out, and I said, "Hey, Paul, um, does it get a little colder out at night now than you thought it did?" You know, and he knew I was referring to his shave, and he said, "No, no, the real difference I find now is that when I take a drink of something, I need to wipe my chin real quick."
Oh, because he's used to like holding it back.
Because the beard would catch it or something like that.
Oh my god.
He didn't have to clean his chin up so quick. I looked him in the eye and I said, "Paul, between you and me, you ought to grow that fucker back as quick as you can." And his mouth popped open and he like ran 90 degrees away from me because I dared call this billionaire an ugly son of a bitch. He looked funny with that fucking.
He's probably like, oh
With
shit, he
that.
got aggressive, and I'm worth $1 billion. I gotta go. This turned aggressive quick. I gotta run. I heard a funny story about Trump. There was some comedian or some shit. They're at Trump. This is before he was president. He was at some award show or Hollywood something or other, right? And there's a comedian there backstage with him. This is like a pretty known comedian guy, not like a fucking bum off the street like some dude who's on TV, right? Can't remember the name,
Yeah.
but apparently he was walking and he's some back there, and he goes, "Mr. Trump, let me get a picture with you." And he goes, all right. And he keeps walks towards the elevator, gets in, and leaves. He's like, yeah, I'll get a picture with you. Just doesn't do any. Just he's surrounded by whatever group of posse that he had. Just kept going, got to the elevator and bounced. That may or may not be true. Maybe it's just a comedian telling a funny story, but it's a story that's out there.
I met Paul Newman one time. You know, he was co-owner of IndyCar team.
Is that right?
And it was called Newman Haas Racing, and it was really meant when they first came together to give Mario Andretti a ride in IndyCar, and later became Michael Andretti's team. And there was one time when they were here in Portland, and I was outside of Chip Ganassi. You ever heard of him? He has NASCAR and IndyCar and IMSA teams, and so I was hanging outside of Chip Ganassi's motor coach, and everybody had pretty much gone home for the day from the track. And I hear this motorbike pull up, and I see this leg like flying off this motorbike, and I hear this voice yell, "Where the fuck is Ganassi?"
Ganassi?
And the guy, Ganassi, he's asking for Chip Ganassi.
Oh, okay.
Owner of the race car team. And he turns around, and my eyes catch this guy's eyes, and he's pissed, and it's Paul Newman. And I said, Mr. Newman, he's on this motor coach all by himself. And I knew he was because he had been talking to Fittipaldi, that was a Penske driver, and he was it was silly season, and there was conversations going on. And when I said that Ganassi was on the motor coach alone, he said, "That's fucking perfect." And Paul Newman goes like storming, like he's gonna go into this motor coach and beat the shit out of is what I expected. And I said, Mr. Newman, hey, I was wondering, my girlfriend was wondering if I could, get a quick picture of you this weekend, and this is just like an opportunity that and he's like, "Hurry up, son." And I pull this camera out, and I like zoom in, or try to as much as I can, and I said, "Oh, Mr. Newman, she has blue eyes like you, and she would, dearly love it if I could get a picture of you without your sunglasses on." And he said, "Sorry, kid, I take my sunglasses off, my pants fall down." And I took the picture. I was so flabbergasted. My response nowadays would have been, Mr. Newman, she'd be fine with that. But I was so flabbergasted saying his pants would fall down if he took off his glasses that I just took the picture, and he went on and had a very loud conversation with this other IndyCar team owner.
I can't believe how many famous people you met. Or I should say rich people.
I'm not rich. I love IndyCar racing. I've been to.
You go to a lot of tracks around in your state and all that?
No. Over in Portland, 8 miles from my house. I mean, if I didn't go to them, I'd be able to step out and hear the IndyCars, practicing or racing. But I've gone there every year, but the first year, so that's like 21, 22 times.
Since they opened it?
Since they had the first IndyCar race here in Portland, yeah.
Okay.
They've had the road course here for many years. I remember my brother being 16 years old. He was 9 years older than me, so I'm 7 years old.
and he's got me in a 1965 Triumph Spitfire TR3. Triumph TR3. And you used to be able to go to Portland International Raceway and like give them $5 and you drive onto the track, and it's a 2-mile road course, and you could drive on the track and just fucking go. But and then they started saying, oh, you got to have these seat belts and these mufflers and these helmets, and you can't do that anymore.
Yeah, after some people started dying.
Yeah, and that's no fun. But I've been to IndyCar race in Phoenix. I won tickets one time, a full expense paid trip to the Brickyard 400 in Indianapolis, Indy, to see the NASCAR race. It was like 107 degrees. It was in August. It was like a horrible time to have a race in Indianapolis. What the hell were they thinking?
The Indianapolis, they have a shitload of races there. What, the Indy 500 is there?
I would love to see the Indy 500. I was in the same facility. It's different cars.
Oh, well, that's cool, though. How many laps?
400.
Oh, it's pretty close.
Instead of 500.
Yeah, it's basically the same thing, man.
Tony Stewart won that race.
No way. I used to work when I was a teenager. I used to work at Office Depot, and every day you'd walk in, big old giant cardboard cutout of Tony Stewart. You walk through the aisles, Tony Stewart. Every 15 minutes on the fucking radio, it's Tony Stewart. Hey, we love Office Depot here. I'm Tony Stewart, or whatever the fuck.
So,
yeah,
all right.
I know all about Tony Stewart.
You know about Greg Biffle?
Nope. I know about Dick Trickle.
So, Greg Biffle used to drive NASCAR. He was number 16. And there was one year that there used to be a thing called Portland Speedway. It was like a half-mile track.
All right.
Right in Portland. I mean, in North Portland, where it was beautifully located. But a friend of mine got hired by the number 1 concessionaire guy, and so he was like number 2 in charge of concessions at the Speedway, and his father would come help with like electrical, and like these old wooden stands were rotting, and so he helped with nailing in new boards. But he asked me, he said, hey, come down, opening night, your name's going to be on the gate, and you can just walk right in. And I thought, yeah, sure they are. But I walked up, and they're like, you have tickets? Oh, no, my name's supposed to be on some list. They asked me my name. I gave it to them. They're like, oh, yeah, go on in. And I'm like, really? And they're like, yeah. And so all of a sudden I realize I don't know where to find my friend. And so I start looking at all these different stands, and I figure maybe he's selling food or vending something, and I find him in a beer stand. So I'm like, all right, I get in line to get a beer. I'm next in line to get the beer finally, after waiting in line, and 8 or 10 deep, and he goes, oh man, there you are. Hey, come around back. I'm like, no man, I want to buy a beer. He's like, no, come around back.
God dang, you're like, I just been standing in this line for like God knows how long trying to get my drink on.
And so I go around back, and he meets me with this apron thing. He goes, here, put this on. And I'm like, what's that? And he goes, you're selling beer tonight. I'm like, dude, I came to watch the race. He's like, oh, you'll be able to watch the race. You just sell beer in between. The people come down in between the race. When the race starts, people go back up into the stands.
Yeah, sounds suspicious.
Oh, it was. It totally sucked me in. So I ended up and under Oregon state liquor license rules at the time, you could like serve like 4 times before you needed your actual license.
Oh, really?
So
Okay.
I had like a month, because the races were once a week. So they're like, just get your liquor license. And then they moved me down. I was the head bartender what they called the driver's lounge.
That's cool.
So, yeah, they said if somebody comes by and their fingernails are clean, no alcohol for that person until after the race. If they come by and they have grease under their fingernails, tell them alcohol. Mechanics can have alcohol, drivers can't.
Oh, okay, I got you. Yeah. Because I was thinking to myself, you obviously they're distinguishing between the pit crews and the actual drivers themselves. So the drivers must be crazy if they're trying to hit you up for a quick skosh before they go for the fucking 400 laps or whatever.
Well, in Portland they were running maybe 35 laps maximum on,
Maybe it's just take the edge off, make sure they can ease into those left turns,
But one of the drivers that was there was this guy named Greg Biffle back in the day. And I remember he'd win his heat race and win, first place got him $50.
Holy God.
And $50 didn't pay for gas and tires.
Jesus.
And he ended up being a NASCAR. I saw him at that race in Indianapolis, but he's from here in Vancouver, Washington, and it was really cool to be able to be bartender at the Portland Speedway and serve him after the races there, and then see him actually racing at the Indianapolis Speedway with Vancouver boy.
Is this what you're talking about, Fluke?
Oh, do we have our guy back?
Rick Biffle. Oh, look at that. Isn't that beautiful?
Oh, hold on. Time out. Let me get Mr. Bill back up on the cam here.
I figured I'll stop by here, see what's going on there.
So this is Willamette. Tell me about it.
It looks like the falls at Oregon City.
Hey, very good. You do live in the Northwest. I like it. Yeah.
Are you going to grab some lamprey on your way back then?
You think? I was going to see if I can see any sturgeon or something like that coming down the river, but
you're really close to that.
You see any
seafood
boats?
Place that I was talking about in Oregon City.
Whoa!
What place is that?
It's called the Crab Pot.
Hey,
is that across the way over here?
No, it's down the other direction. It's over. You got to go.
No, show the falls again. Show the falls again.
Oh yeah, show him that.
Dude,
they're more like drops.
That actually looks really cool. I've never seen anything like that, and I've seen a lot of lakes.
It's still there. Sorry about that.
No, that looks awesome. Yeah, that looks so cool. Holy shit. Do they get boats in and out of down there by that building, or is that like a boat-free zone?
There's a
You're
portion
muted.
where you have to stop with boats.
Just so you know, Bill, you're muted, just so you know. I feel like he's talking, but...
Now you're unmuted.
Now you're good.
Yeah.
So is there fish ladders? There's not a locks for boat.
No, I don't think there's any locks for boats in this section here, but this used to be the place where they would sort of take the lumber and everything down the way here.
There's a big mill right there. You use the power
big paper mill. Now it's owned by the Indians.
The power of those falls to help power that mill right there.
Yeah. You see, there's the fish ladders over there now.
All right. So there are fish ladders.
At least that's where the water kind of runs through there.
What the hell is a fish ladder? I'm not a fisherman.
Oh, it's so fish can go around the falls.
Oh. What are they, like elevated or something?
Yeah, they're like steps.
Over in that area there, they kind of go out through that way there and then pass through the area between those two buildings over, paper mills over there.
And then they can go down underneath that bridge and off to the right?
Then they keep going down that way, exactly.
And out to the ocean.
Oh, okay, so it's a saltwater river.
Oh.
No.
Oh,
goes into the ocean.
It's the Willamette River here, which is a tributary of the Columbia River.
Oh, so it's a freshwater river.
Mountains.
Oh, good. You know what? I've always said this, mountain water is the best type of water.
Yeah.
I like it when it's
Salt
all
water?
super cold. Nah, not salt water.
Fresh water.
I like cold,
Is that-
freshwater mountain rivers.
The right time of year, sometimes you'll see little river sea otters here too, or river otters anyway.
Little.
Right, that's what they're there too. Yeah.
What?
Little. No, there are sea lions.
I was thinking I remember seeing some sea lions.
Yes,
Lampreys,
there
like you
have
said.
been. They have shot sea lions there at the Oregon City Falls, because the salmon that use that fish ladder right there are like a smorgasbord feast that they can just sit there and grab these.
Right on top of these logs here.
Right there.
Is that a beaver dam?
No.
No, that's way too wide right there for a beaver dam.
It's a lot of the trees and branches that blew off because of the recent ice storm we had is what some of that is.
So where's the elevator? Where's the elevator?
Water elevator is right over there. If you going this way here.
Oh, the people elevator thing.
So I guess we do have beavers in Wisconsin, because there's a whole city called Beaver Dam, Wisconsin. But
is there a Beaver Dam, Wisconsin?
Yeah, like you would say, I'm from Beaver Dam. But I just don't see them a lot.
Right across the way here.
Nice.
And then you'll see I might be able to see a little bit of it. There's a pathway that comes along the city right there. A lot of people walk or bike that right to the VFW there, and then there's a Clackamas County Museum right there.
Oh, really?
Then there's an elevator. Basically, you can go from the top of the city to the bottom of the city with a man-made elevator.
One day, Milton's AR-15 will be in that Clackamas County Museum.
That's it, straight ahead. There's a bar right there on the corner, too, by the museum, I think, that I remember.
Yeah.
It's like an Irish bar or something. This is another paper.
All right.
Blue Heron.
So when you show me stuff like this, I can see why you guys like your state.
Yeah.
This is not what the people get to see all the time. Well, not us
this
people.
This is 25, 30 miles from downtown Portland and the destruction that you see. You haven't seen
If
it.
you saw my flag wave the other day, Shiz, I'm about 5 miles from where I did that flag wave the other day. Just FYI.
The flag wave was awesome. That was the best flag wave yet.
Hey, Bill, what's this that they're commemorating here?
The Blue Star Memorial Highway, a tribute to the armed forces that have defended the United States of America, sponsored by Clackamas District Number 15, Oregon State Federation of Garden Clubs.
Man, you know what? Someone.
Why are they honking?
Someone should write a letter to those organizations and see if they're still patriots and they would still donate stuff for the veterans of the military, or if they're a bunch of commies now.
That's the VFW right there. They might have been honking because right next. I can't see the elevator from here, but you see that bridge across the way there. That's between Oregon City and West Glen. And you want the rich kid area where all your Antifa kids come from is right there, right? Right there.
Those are $600,000 homes that he's pointing.
Oh, he's talking about the white girls that are in Antifa.
The kids, these kind of homes up there, 3-story homes.
The Portland Trailblazers live on that hill.
Oh my God.
The fancy hill. I don't know why they want to look down because they get a good view of the Willamette Falls and the paper mills.
They want to look down at all the peasants. Ha, peasants! I'm up here in the tall hills. They just piss off their balcony.
True.
Yeah, that thing that goes across the road right there, I think, goes right over to the elevator.
That thing? You mean the bridge?
Yeah, that thing.
BMW, like I said, right up there. It's kind of a nice spot. Trying to see if I can give you a view of the elevator from here, but it's more on the other side of that little tunnel you see down there.
So that's the old paper factory district?
Yeah, right down there, yep. Paper factory districts.
And
Wasn't
now,
that called the Blue Heron Paper Mill?
Yeah, I think, they sold it recently. Most of this area, you see the kayaks? I don't know if you zoom in with Shizbang, but you see a couple kayakers right down there.
Wow.
oh yeah, I can barely see them, but I do see them. They're kind of far away, but I see them.
Sold it to the Indians from
India?
no. Northwest Indians that they already have a
Duwamish?
casino outside of McMinnville.
Oneida? Ashkenazi?
So my guess is they're going to try to build the closest Indian casino to Portland that there is yet here in Oregon City, right there where Bill's at.
Careful, Mr. Bill. You don't have to go up there.
That's some old steel, man.
I wouldn't climb that thing, maybe.
Yeah. They're going to set you down. I'll keep going with you.
Okay, when you get to the top, you have to yell, "Fuck Antifa."
Someone put stickers and stuff on that thing.
I'm not as young as I used to be, man. Here's the aerial view a little bit.
I think it looks cool, man. I like the giant metal ball. I want that. It looks like a droid from Star Wars or something.
Check out that view.
Wow.
Now look at the falls. Now, can you see the falls in the background?
Yeah, it's all
they're
misty.
over there, yeah. You can see Clyde Drexler's house up there.
Yep.
Who's that?
Clyde Drexler?
Or Terry Porter, maybe. I think he might live around here.
Did you just say who's that to Clyde Drexler?
Well, you're talking about the Blazer house. Most popular Blazer of all is Clyde Drexler.
Look, I know.
You just said.
I know
that.
a lot of people on the Seahawks. I don't know a lot of people in the NBA. All right, not a basket fan.
All right, sorry. I've seen a lot of live. I got a lot of stories to
Look,
tell you about.
I'll be honest with you. I will go to a Milwaukee Brewers game and watch Giannis play at some point in my life, and they also have a brand new stadium that I've never been to. But the only reason I want to do that is just to see Giannis and just to check out the stadium. But the actual game of basketball itself, to me, I don't find it super interesting. I find it only somewhat mildly interesting. More interesting than
funny
soccer.
That you said Giannis and Brewers, because isn't that the Bucks?
Did I say Brewers?
You did. It's the Bucks.
Oh, shit, I meant the Bucks, dude.
I used to watch. Okay, I used to. If I said Sidney Moncrief was somebody that I used to try to always see every year.
Moncrief was a player that was on the Brewers.
The Bucks. The Bucks.
I did that one on purpose that time. Come on now. Or did I? No, I did. Or did I? See? Who'll know? Who will know? That's the beauty about the deadpan delivery. I could be joking. I could be serious. And when I sound retarded, sometimes, maybe it was a joke. I don't know. Do you? I don't know. Who knows? Oh, I love comedy.
What does that say?
McLaughlin Promenade.
So McLaughlin was the one that was the chief benefactor of the Fort Vancouver company.
Yep. British company.
So, does this pathway go up to McLaughlin's house?
It goes up to McLaughlin's house and then also goes to the elevator. Out that way there. I've been in there plenty of times. I'd keep going, but
McLaughlin is buried at his house right out there's.
Yeah. Him and his wife, I think.
You're right. Yeah, that's true. A lot of history out here, Shiz.
It looks like it. You can see it. It's in the old ghost towns. Yeah. I literally see it right there.
Rust is called street, man, around here.
Hey man, this is the best. This is way cooler than all the Antifa shit that we stream. So this is a breath of fresh air. I can almost taste the
thanks.
sea salt.
Thanks for helping show Shiz a slice that he has never seen and wouldn't have
All
an
right.
idea. And
If you guys keep showing me cool stuff like this or tell me about it, I will back off a little bit from
From the Oregon stuff.
from Get Out. I hate it, and you should leave. Maybe a little bit, but you guys,
a little bit, okay.
there's still a lot of evidence. You know what? The flag waves and everything, watching the Patriots out there, that's a positive sign all the time. That's like really good. And then this stuff is
reaction that
great
they
too. No, not the reaction. The fact that Portland isn't completely filled with commies. Look, I'm just calling the city of Portland just commie now. Commie city. But the fact that it's not filled completely with commies and there's like regular people there, like the way that these streams make it out to be is just commies on every city corner.
I understand that.
But it's obviously not like that. Especially
Been
Mr. Bill
watching
shows
that
other
for a
side.
year. We've been watching
should-
that for a year.
The artwork and everything when you do your sort of tattoo things on yourself, you gotta have a
Look at
little
that.
more artsy look to it. See that? You know, need a little bit more flavor when you do it.
Oh
Okay,
god. I'm not that
It's on a rail
artistic.
car.
a little colors, not just black, and a little bit of green, a little bit of sky blue. You know,
Once I get a stream assistant, I'll have her write people's names on me like that. All colorful like that. Take my shirt off, have coloring on my nipples. No problems. We'll get the big bubbly letters, all that shit.
What about the baloney?
Yeah, I still don't have my baloney feet.
I'm thinking that the baloney might be the next. How much could you get a slice?
I could eat a slice.
I'm telling you,
Put it on my feet, then eat it.
I wouldn't do that.
What? A little bit of fucking cheese, dude. Little bologna and cheese, man.
See, and
Ugh. Dang. Bro, the big circle pit looks like the Sarlacc pit from Star Wars.
oh look, it's Mr. Bill.
No, that's actually not for me right there. The saddest motherfucker on Twitch.
Not for me. Isn't that funny? I can't believe you just said that. That is funny.
He's the saddest dude that exists on Twitch.
I cannot disagree with you.
Let me see is that the same sign as down below?
say what?
Wait, is that the same sign? Oh, that's the exact same sign. I thought you were up
Yeah,
there
it
somewhere.
is. Yeah.
Man, I got lost. I got lost looking at the.
He's going back to show you the face again.
Wait,
Oh wait, what's that?
Nerves, Goosalin, WKT. That does not make any sense at all. Literally mishmash of letters.
What sign did you go with that sign?
Bleach 2020 COVID-19. So that's making fun of how Trump said to inject bleach into yourself. The left can't meme. Never have been able to.
That is weird though. What?
Did the ice store in those branches?
Ouch! They had to cut that thing back.
Yeah,
How
Willamette
old
Falls.
that is.
Yeah, it's old for sure, but it's awesome. What is that sign made out of? The copper? So it turns green after being so old.
Yeah.
Sweet.
Oh, look at all the mops on these things here over time. Look at the buildup of that.
You can take some of that home and grow some by yourself if you want.
Really? Oh, it grows fast, huh?
I don't know. I think you just put it on like a log or some shit.
I got some on my roof you can have.
We got some more science here.
All right, let's check them out. cute dick. All right. Sad monkey face. Look at the hell is that supposed to say? Do you see the
something or other?
Look at the R on the parking, on the word parking.
Yeah, go up, Bill, up. Up a little more.
Yeah, that thing. That's the coolest one on there.
I like it.
What the hell?
I don't know. Some crazy skeleton monkey thing.
Oh my goodness! Look at the graffiti up here. Look at the graffiti here. I didn't notice this till now. Look at this up here.
I'm
not trying to dox myself. I did not do the graffiti. That's something Shiz and his buddies might do, not me.
Look at that more son of.
That's something Shiloh and his buddies would do, and Milton. Yo, you guys are doing a flag wave or what?
No, but I'll show you the sign here, and then I'll show you the they have a little Oregon history thing over here.
Yeah. Let's see.
You want to see this?
Dutch Brothers. I saw
Commit
that.
crime worldwide, huh?
He doesn't know what Dutch Brothers is.
They may invented the Dutch oven, right? Stop trying to make few happen. Okay.
What does that girl say? What is that one?
It says stop trying to make PHEW happen.
All right.
And that's a hot actress chick.
Oh, Dutch Brothers is a coffee competitor to Starbucks.
Oh, did not know
Starbucks in Oregon. But look at this.
Oh, they painted on the.
They painted it. I know. Give me some cleaner right now, man. I'd clean it off. I don't know what I clean it off with, chat. I don't know. Probably have to.
Well, the thing is, you'd have to make sure you don't you can't debase the original paint.
Look, they're
Exactly.
about John McLaughlin there that founded.
They try to brown it out, I guess, in certain places. I guess it's the best thing you could do. But yeah, you guys can try to read it without that on there. But it tells you about the immigrants.
I'm gonna read it.
Jack.
Oregon City, supply point for pioneer immigrants, was first located as a claim by Dr. John McLaughlin in 1829. The first provisional legislature of the Oregon country was held here in 1843, and land and tax laws formulated. Oregon City was the capital of the Oregon Territory from 1845 to 1852. The first Protestant church, Methodist, west of the Rocky Mountains was dedicated in 1844, and the first paper, Oregon Spectator, and the first Masonic Lodge, shout out to the Illuminati, were established in 1846.
You know.
Nice. Okay, good. Masonic Illuminati ties, we love that.
Is that I didn't get this side.
All right, I'll do it. Let me take a drink of my mics. Hold on a second. Oregon history. Oregon City, once known as Willamette Falls, was early.
Willamette.
Can you say that again?
Willamette.
Willamette?
Yeah. The A is an ah.
Like an apple sound?
Yes.
Okay, I got it. Thank you. Here we go. Start from the top, chat. Oregon history. Oregon City, once known as Willamette Falls, was early the site of an Indian salmon fishing village. The falls furnished the power for a lumber mill, which began operation in 1842, a flour mill in 1844, a woolen mill in 1864, and the first paper mill in the Pacific Northwest in 1867. The first long-distance commercial electric power transmission in the United States was from Oregon City to Portland in 1889, 100 years before I was born.
That's about 30 miles.
We'll use more history over here. More graffiti. Oh, here's another cool one here. 400 feet south of this marker stood the home of Peter Skeen Ogden, chief actor of Chesapeake Bay Company and rescuer of the survivors of the Whitman Massacre.
What the fuck is the Whitman Massacre?
Oh,
Yeah, look it up. It's popular around here, yep. That's when the
family came out in 1853 when the army was responding to massacre. They were
Walla Walla area over there in Washington. Here's a good picture.
They came out west with the Army because there was protection since they were coming out here to go to Walla Walla to respond to that.
In my mind, it sounded like a Dahmer Party situation.
They were about...
Father of Oregon.
Go for it.
You want me to read that? All right. Dr. John McLaughlin, father of Oregon, born in Rivière-du-Loup, Canada, October 1784, 1824, came to the Oregon country as chief factor of the Columbia Department of the Hudson's Bay Company. Quite a title, my friend. 1829, located his claim...
It was located in Vancouver, Washington, by the way. Go ahead.
Okay. Located his claim to the present site of Oregon City. 1845. Resigned his position with the Hudson's Bay Company and moved to Oregon City. 46. Built his house in Oregon City, which is now a National Historic Site. In bold. All right. 1850. Filed first plat of Oregon City. What's a plat?
Short plat when you're surveying the city and saying this is one lot, this is lot number 2.
Oh, like a survey. Okay, got it. Okay. Became a citizen of the United States in 1851. 1857. September 3. Died. Was buried with his wife, Margaret, in St. John's Church, Oregon City. Well, there you go. French-Canadian came up over here. Dr. Jean McLaughlin. His first name was not John. It was definitely Jean.
Hey, Bill, you know, an awesome little trip would be to Fort Vancouver National Historic Site.
Do my civic duty.
Good job, Mr. Bill. You're a good person and a good non-litter. I hate people who litter, by the way. Don't litter, chat.
Exactly. Do not litter. Pick up your garbage.
Yes, throw your garbage in a garbage can, not on the ground. Mother Earth is only here for all of us. One time.
Bill,
you soybean.
that bar right there with the dark wood.
What?
The square one.
Bar right there. Yeah.
Kitty.
What did you say again?
Good food, cold beer.
What you want to be the pub across the way there? Man, you want plants? You want beer? What you want?
Yeah, he's talking about the brown boxy building kitty corner from you.
Picky.
Not that one. Other side.
And they're done that.
Yeah, see that one way back there?
Yeah, that one.
That's the one. So if you...
That's Joey Nation. He ran for Congress here in the Salem districts. Didn't do so good, but that's where I was going to start following some of the politics. That Joey Nation's description there. Yep.
All right.
Remember him, Plookster?
Right. I didn't know Crooked was running for office.
Ooh.
Just kidding.
Slugbug, I got a Missouri license plate, guys. I'm not going to film it, but Missouri license plate.
Oh, cool.
Oh, get those.
Missouri. Hell yeah.
Missouri.
Is that how you're supposed to say it? Missouri?
Oh, check out the flag in the truck there.
I see it.
Woo!
America.
That's the way you do it out here in the country, man. Flags on your truck.
This is Oregon City. This is not Portland. And it's
Not
totally
Portland.
different, shiz.
If that was Portland, boy, that flag would be gone if you tried to go take that through North Portland, man.
One day,
Oh, North Portland for sure.
the Oregon City folks need to descend on Portland.
Just in that Portland.
They're 20, 30 miles away, and it's a whole different world. This is good old boy country here in Oregon City.
Yes, it is. I'll give you one more look at the Willamette Falls here before I head out, guys.
Do they show lamprey?
Gains, what the heck?
Gains. That's when you like are working out.
Oh, they're biking or hiking around here, and then they put that up there.
I don't know, muscle. It's muscles shit.
Things paint.
Stupid.
Someone drew a dick.
Yep. It's your dog over there.
Nice. Dang, yeah, it looks awesome, dude.
One more sign that's got some graffiti on it over here. Oh, it's the same thing. That says there.
Couple weird ass
Anyway.
fucking stickers.
Yeah, somebody got bored of them when they put those up there. Anyway, we'll talk to you guys later. I gotta get going.
All right, thanks for
Thank you.
thanks for showing off the
You betcha.
falls, man.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
That was great. Well,
I'm really glad that he took us for a little walk.
I agree, but Plookster, what do you say we wrap this one up on a high note and we take this into the next episode, whenever that one's gonna be, sometime in most likely a week.
Absolutely.
All right, well, I'm signing off for the podcast. Goodbye from me. Say goodbye.
Goodbye. Thank you.
All right, see you later, podcasters. Bye, YouTube.